Now are you getting sound? I think Eric had some issue over there. You guys hearing me? You hear me now? Yay!
I think they're responding a lot faster now.
Okay. Some reason the internet was really slow a second ago, and we were having latency issues yesterday, but we were really having them a minute ago. So how are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? You all can hear me okay? Awesome. I hope you're having a great Sunday. We are live once again. We're going to be using the Cheftronic mixer, and we're going to be making some brownies. Hey, Liam, how are you doing? Vita Gal, can you hear me? Just want to make sure y'all can hear. Nope, not yet. Only some are getting sound, nothing here. How many are not getting sound? Yay, Brownies. Hey, Sharon, how are you doing? I'm sort of watching you guys. I'm a little ahead of you again.
Is Vita Gal getting sound now?
Are you getting sound now, Vita Girl? Vita Z Gal. Cool, Deborah, you guys can hear. Awesome. Yay! Wow, so let's get going. I have our Cheftronics. We're using the 5.5 mixer today, and this is the one that's on special right now. I believe it's 99 bucks. And we're going to make some brownies. So you guys ready? How are you doing, Scott? How are you doing, Cheryl? Hi, Judy. Trying to get everybody's shout outs. My thing is a little behind, so if I'm a little slow at giving shout outs. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Isabel. How are you doing? So let's see what we can do here. I got my lemonade. Eric's Special Lemonade. I have my secret recipe that I use all the time. So, how's everybody doing? I might be looking over here a little bit. It's just that I have my laptop or my iPad over here. So we are making homemade chocolate brownies. Eric loves these things. I made him a batch the other day, and he ate the whole thing, and I was like, wow, what's going on? So we're going to start with the 9x13 baking pan. This is like one of my favorites. It's my Williams-Sonoma Gold. And we have just some shortening in here, and we grease this pan up, and ooh, that's kind of greasy, huh? And I'm just going to put this over here on the side. Woo. And you guys still with me? Yeah, love that pen. Williams-Sonoma Gold Touch is my favorite. I absolutely love them. I have a lot of other things, and I use those too, and they were good, but the Williams-Sonoma is my favorite, right? And it can be a little expensive. Awesome in every videos that I watch, yeah. I mean, I have a ton of it. I got a lot of it at the Black Friday sale at our Williams-Sonoma outlet. You guys, some of you guys have seen that and have followed me along with that. So we greased our 9x13 pan, and let's see, I have some of my ingredients back here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put 2 sticks of butter.
Oh, that means I got to switch over, right?
Yeah, you can see, here's some of the ingredients. Eric's switching the camera.
All right.
Yay.
Hey.
So we're going to start this party off with 2 sticks of butter and 4 ounces of chocolate. Now you want to melt this, so you can either do it in the microwave or we are doing it in a double boiler. This is sort of a makeshift double boiler because what I have here is I have this beautiful all-clad saucepan, right? And I put some water in it just below the level of this bowl. This is my trusty, Pyrex glass bowl. And it's great because it works good on this kind of application. You can also use a stainless steel bowl. You just want something that's really heat resistance or can handle the heat. So I have this boiling. I turned it down a little bit. And we're going to put this over this. And the reason you do this is it is going to give you a slow, gentle melting. It's not going to, because chocolate needs to melt slowly, otherwise it's going to be really bad, right? So I've got my butter here, and I left it out for the last like half hour, so it'll be a little bit softened. You guys probably can't see directly in this bowl. You got me on the main camera?
You're on your own.
Okay. So let me quick grab a towel.
And we have Thailand in the house.
Thailand in the house? Awesome. I would love to go to Thailand. So I put our chocolate in, and we're going to let this melt slowly.
Where'd you get the nits?
These actually, I could put a link to something similar. This actually came with the little accessory kit I got with the Instant Pot. I'll put a link down to that. It's available in this set. We got like a steamer and I got this stuck in my whisk. I got the steamer and the springform pan and all that fun stuff in that. Woo! Can you guys see this over there? It's starting to melt. How are you guys doing? Your dog is afraid of them? That's cute.
Yeah, I can confirm that it is melting over there.
So we got any questions, Eric?
You can read them from the house.
Awesome.
That's middle of the night over there.
Yeah, it is probably in the middle of the night. I think Temptation sells, yeah. Temptations probably sells these. I'll put a link down in the description. I've gotten just some regular ones on Amazon. Actually, these larger green ones, I use those sometimes. I like to give a little alligator. I do this to Eric. And so we're starting to melt pretty good. I have this kind of low. Oh my gosh. Chocolate's in the house.
Need some help over there, Boo-Boo?
Yeah, Eric wants to help with that. This is an all-clad whisk, and it's great. So we're almost melted over this pot. You don't want to get it too hot because you don't want to burn it, but you just want to kind of keep it moving and get that butter melted. Woo! It looks fantastic. 2 sticks of butter and some chocolate. These aren't low-calorie brownies. I don't think there's such thing. Woo. Yeah, so we're looking pretty good here. Okay, so I think we're ready to come off of this. I'm going to go ahead, turn the heat off, and I'm just going to put a thing here, and I'm just going to move this over here. Woo! That's hot. And so we want this to kind of cool for our recipe, so I'm just going to stir it, maybe get a little bit of that heat off of there. Woo! How you guys doing? We're going to have brownies here in a minute. Eric's back there drooling.
Sea salt caramel. That sounds tasty.
Yeah, you can do, let me move this out of the way. You can definitely do sea salt. A lot of people put sea salt in there. Woo, so we got that nice and cooling down.
As for nuts, yeah, we're going to be doing walnuts.
Yeah, we're going to be doing walnuts in here. So let's see,
We have Poland in the house.
Awesome. Let me get rid of this plate real quick.
Sorry, Judy, I'm the official taster, but I appreciate your comments.
Yeah, Eric. I made him a batch the other day, and he ate the whole batch.
Could eat this all week.
So this is the Cheftronic's 5.5 quart. This is also available in the multifunction version, as we saw yesterday, with the meat grinder and the blender on it. I have attached here the flex paddle. So let me move this over here.
You ready for a switcheroo?
Can you see that, Eric?
I can see it now.
Woo! Yay, that was really, really sophisticated cook, huh? So, still stirring this to make sure it cools down pretty quickly. So I have 6 eggs, and you'll probably say 6 eggs is a lot, but whoops, I'm messing up here. I actually want to put my little whip on here for a few seconds. Just to get these eggs going. And we got our eggs in there. This is a lot different for me doing this live.
Well, the eggs help with the moisture, I think.
Yeah. So we want these nice and whipped. We want to get some foam on these eggs. Two-prong. Yeah, two-prong. The cook needs a drink, right? Huh? Didn't see it? Yeah, I think so. I think it already did, just right here. I'm just doing this to get a little foam on these eggs. You want to run it a little bit. Just to get that foam going. I would say just about the same, maybe slightly louder. I don't think so. Yeah, my mic is right here.
I scanned her, informed Rachel what we're making.
Hey, Rachel. Okay, so we've got a little bit of foam going on our eggs here.
No ding in the bowl, no.
Yeah. Ding in the bowl?
You know, we've had things bouncing off bowls.
Well, so this is a flex paddle. That's nice. I mean, $100, right?
So for $100 as standard.
Yeah, you're getting the flex edge as standard. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put our sugars in. I got all my ingredients here behind me, so they're easier for me to reach. And we have a cup of sugar and a half a cup of brown sugar. And we want to put these in so the sugar kind of melts in there. Woo.
Can we do brownies in the air fryer?
You could do it in the air fryer if you use like a small enough pan to fit in there, maybe like an 8-inch pan if you have like maybe a 5.6 to 5.8 quart air fryer. Otherwise, it's just you have to get something with the size of the pan. So you might actually be able to run like two batches of this in there. I meant not 2 batches of this. 2 out of 1 recipe. If you're using the small pan, you could probably run it twice. I am confusing myself. Oh man, that looks good. Okay. This is pretty sweet here, guys. I'm enjoying myself. So we have our chocolate. And let me make sure this is nice and cooled off. How are you guys doing? I got my pan over here getting ready to fall off the thing and my recipe. Awesome. We got the chocolate going in here. Let me get this stuff out. The rest of our ingredients. And let's rock and roll. Can you guys see this in the...
I've been flipping between back and forth, so right now you're on the close-up.
Can you actually see in the mixer? That's cool.
Yeah, I can see something.
Eric, you're doing a fine, fine job. And in goes our chocolate. Yeah, boy. Sweet. That looks pretty damning. I don't think you guys can see it quite as clear as on our regular camera, but you guys get the you get the picture, right?
Why don't you ask me a quick question here?
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys like these live events? Because we can do a minor upgrade so we can get a better camera to do what we normally do.
Yeah, how do you guys like these live events? We're thinking about getting another upgrade so we can do a little more B-roll stuff, and we do need to upgrade our camera. I do have the super chat on, as I talked about that yesterday, and I really want to thank Kiki for sending in a super chat. We need to buy a new B-roll camera. It's the camera that we use on the side here, and it'll help us keep us making videos here on Amy Learns to Cook. So the super chat is on, and that's the reason for it. All you do is click that little $ if you want to donate to the cause so we can get another camera for B-roll.
Sorry, Sonny, I have dibs on the beaters.
The beaters?
Yeah, Sonny Dibs wants to do it.
So if you guys like these live streams, we can do some more. We can buy another thing that will allow us to capture the B-roll better into the computer. You guys still with me? The live events are a lot different than doing, you know, I'm not a professional cooking show host. I'm just a home cook. So I will get better at it as we go along, right? So I have 1 cup of all-purpose flour, and that's going in. Yay. I also have a ½ cup of regular Dutch cocoa powder to even take the chocolate flavor to another level. You know, I'm only doing this because I want to play with the mixer. I wouldn't beat it this high. I just want to see. Man, I like that. That's good. I mean, that's really good for a $100 mixer. And if I scrape this down, I don't see anything at the bottom that's not really mixed in. I'm scraping all the way at the bottom and I don't see any dry stuff coming up. So Cheftronics. Thumbs up for that. Because I know very expensive mixers that you can't even get that to happen.
Amy, your thoughts on the shield? You can at least wave it.
Yeah, it's over here. You know, I don't really use a pouring shield. Here's the shield. I really don't use a pouring shield. It comes with it and some...
I got to switch over. Okay, there you go.
Whoever told me that that's the technical director, I've been calling him that from here on out, right? My technical director was, I don't know what he was doing back there. Here's the pouring shield. Some people love to use the pouring shield. I don't really use them. It's nice that it comes with them. I like that, you know, usually you have to pay extra for that. But I really like that it comes with it, so I just really don't use them. Okay. You guys with me? I'm awesome. Awesome! I mean, let me tell you, when you get in front of the camera, it's kind of nerve-wracking until you really get used to it. And being live is like, that's taking it to a whole nother level. But we can talk about that in the Facebook group, right? So, it's looking pretty good here, guys. I have some salt, teaspoon of your finest vanilla,
I'm guessing Lazy Susans are not good for pouring shields.
a Lazy Susan.
Yeah.
I'd like to have my mixer on a Lazy Susan. And I have a cup of walnuts that I chopped. I actually used a knife, but if you're using the multifunction mixer, you could use the meat grinder with a big die in there to chop up your walnuts. Oh my gosh. We're talking. Yeah! Wow, that looks amazing. I don't know if you guys can see that closely, directly in there, but it looks amazing. I'm gonna lift this up. We're gonna scrape as much of this goody goodness off of here as we can, because every little bit that's left on this thing is a bit that doesn't become one of our brownies. Of course, Eric will probably have a good old time with the beater, even though there's raw egg in it.
That's okay. I'll overlook it.
He doesn't care.
No.
Oh. Okay, we got some dishes to do, guys. Let's see here. So we're going to take this off, and we're going to say temporarily goodbye to the mixer, tell him he did a fabulous job, and I got chocolate all over the place.
Yeah. Do you want to say close up there?
Yep.
All right.
Thank you, my TD. Look at that. Wow. Can you guys see that?
Just to let you guys know, Amy's doing all this blind. There's no monitor. She's just
Yeah,
guessing,
I don't know.
guessing.
I don't know what anybody can see, so. So, here is our,
Yeah, you're back.
okay, here's our pan.
Do you want close up again? Okay, now we're back close up.
Not quite as glamorous as when you're just editing it out. And if I do this with this hand, I might, look at that. Ooh. How does that look, Bill?
Looks pretty good to me.
Because he gets to eat this because I am allergic to chocolate. I have to switch hands because I'm right-handed and I can't do anything with my left hand. It's totally It has no coordination whatsoever. It smells like chocolate, even though I haven't really ever had chocolate. I can smell when something is chocolatey. Ooh. Marshmallows, yay. Okay. Nice. This thing has a nice big handle on it. That's really nice. Likey, likey. And we're going to scrape off this extra chocolatey batter. How about that, Boo?
That looks great.
And you want to spread this out so it's all even, so it bakes evenly, and so we're all good to go. Oh my gosh. It's very, very thick. We got the walnuts in there. You could even put pecan in here. You could put chunks of chocolate on the top and let them melt in there. So you have, when you bite it, you know, because I can't eat chocolate, I don't know what the experience would be. But I would imagine if you sprinkle chunks of chocolate in here, when you do bite into it, they'll be...
Well, it would be more chocolatey. The problem is, and I don't want to be guilty, is can there ever be too much chocolate?
I think there can be too much chocolate, because one time we went to a barbecue cook-off, and Eric stopped at this hotel and bought this really fudgy brownie, and he scarfed that sucker up so fast, and let me tell you, I don't want to be just like that, but within about a half hour, we were riding in the truck, and he was hanging his head out the side of the truck because it hurt his little tum-tum. It hurt your little tum-tum, huh?
Sorry about that, folks. You've been staring at that for about the last minute while Amy's been doing this. So that was my bad. I just dawned on me. I go, oh, you can't see her. But yeah, she speaks truth. You know, I don't know my hand language. But yeah, we went to a barbecue, came back, went to this hotel, ate some fudge brownie something, and it was dense. And I don't know if you guys have ever eaten a lot of barbecue, so you have a lot of meat on your stomach, and then you follow up with a lot of really rich chocolate.
Bad idea.
They don't agree. Bad idea.
Okay, sorry about the drinking, but hey. So we have our brownies here, and they're in here. You spread them all out, and you want to wrap it on the counter just to set it, get it all those nooks and crannies. So it's ready to bake. Our oven is at 350. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in the oven, and my oven is not the cleanest. And so our brownies are going to bake. And do you guys want to wait around for 30 minutes? We won't really have to if Eric gives me that pan right there.
I don't know. Just make sure you set the timer for 30 minutes, right? Or 40, however long you put them for.
Yeah. 3:34, it's going to be like 4:05 when they're done.
Okay, so you're done for about 30 minutes. Okay.
And I do have a little change out. The magic of TV, right? No, that just means Eric gets 2 batches to eat. So let me grab a plate real quick.
Okay, now you can see a close-up.
Okay. You guys can see the brownies? I can't eat them, but they look pretty fabulous. And how should we cut these? Like half, and Eric gets half the thing? We'll be reasonable, right? Oh my God. Get you a mixer like the Cheftronics. Make you some homemade brownies. This is great because, you know, a lot of people make their brownies out of a box. These brownies are nothing but real ingredients. There's no gums. There's no freaky stuff in there. This is chocolate. This is flour. This is sugar. This is real butter. This is exactly what food is supposed to be. Except look at how I got it crumbly.
I think they want us to ship these to them.
Grab your mixer, or you don't even, you know, you could do this by hand if you are so inclined. Make you some brownies this afternoon. You can have a plate of these bad boys. Do you want a brownie from the edge, boo? Look at that. Nice. And so brownies can either be straight up fudgy, or they could be cakey, or they could be somewhere in between. Eric likes them somewhere in between. So they're fudgy, they're soft and moist, but they're not like, they're a little cakey, they're not super dense, because sometimes you could just overdo it. These look yummy. You want to come taste it, boo?
If you ask me really nice, I might. Do you want to play the... Right now it's focused on B-roll, so they can see the close-ups.
I'll be the technical director here for a minute. Come on over.
So if you hit the fade button, it'll go back and forth.
You have no mic.
Huh? No.
We're switching spots. Hey, I kind of like being back here. I think Eric's getting himself some milk here.
Would I do that?
Look at those brownies. Eric's pouring himself a glass of milk. Okay, there he is. Look it, I'm back here. I'm the technical director now.
Oh, gosh. Oh, this is the beautiful thing. I have no idea what camera is going, so I don't know if you can see me and all my glory.
We can see you in all your glory.
Or we see all of this glory, and she can go back and forth. So.
The audio is probably low because...
Yeah, you're probably not going to hear me very well because Amy's got the mic about 15 feet from me right now.
Can you guys hear him?
Hi, y'all.
There's a delay, so...
I don't know if they want to necessarily hear me or they just want to see me scarf up the evidence.
Okay, eat up, Eric.
All right. Well, actually, Amy's got a problem here. She didn't give me enough brownies. There.
Whoops, sorry about that, guys. You might hear a little interference. Holy cow, Eric. So he's sampling the milk.
We're cleansing our palate, right?
Yeah, his volume's low because he doesn't have a mic. There he goes.
Mm-hmm.
There's the brownies.
Very chocolatey. Like Amy said, it's not exactly like fudge. It's a little cake-like, but it's also more denser than just, say, chocolate cake. So it definitely is somewhere in the middle. It's moist, and I know that if you put this in Tupperware for a couple of days, it's not going to be dried out. Not that you would waste 2 days to eat any of this, but if you're eating it by yourself, honestly, you can't eat this in 1 day or you're not going to be good, right? But no, these are wonderful. It's got just a little bit of the walnuts in there. She chopped them up really nice, so they're not huge, and they do add just a little bit of a crunch in there. Mm-hmm.
You see that, Boo? Back and forth. That's what it's called. Try to get my technical director to respond to cues. Can you swallow, Eric?
Yeah.
It's very rich. So how do you rate them?
Well, I like them a lot. Like I said, it's not as rich as normal fudge is, where normal fudge can be kind of heavy on your stomach. You know, Amy's talked a lot about Thomas Keller and the law of diminishing returns and why when you eat at a gourmet restaurant, they charge you like $500 for a piece of food this big rather than this big, because they figure the first couple of bites is going to be the most tastiest, and after that you just kind of wah, 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 right? I'm not going to say it happens with these, but I will say that a lot of times with fudge, you eat just a little bit, and it's just really intense, and then maybe if you eat enough of it, you just go, oh, okay, I'm eating this just because I'm eating it, but...
Well, it's sort of like donuts.
It's not as intense, you know, as what it was the first bite.
Donuts are great, like, after 1 or 2 donuts, but if you eat a third one, it's like, ah!
Well,
Yeah.
if you
I mean, Thomas Keller's like spot on with that.
If you haven't eaten a donut for like 10 years and you eat one, you're like, oh my God, I gotta have them. But then you're right, after what, 1 or 2 boxes, you're like,
Boxes?
well, yeah.
1 or 2 donuts.
Oh, 1 or 2 donuts. My head's getting cut off, sorry. But yeah, no, these are great. I really like these. Amy's been really playing with a lot of different recipes over the last several days. And for someone who doesn't eat these, and she has no idea what to expect, and I don't eat really a lot of brownies except this week. But eating these, I'm like, okay, these are good. She's like, how about more eggs? I'm like, okay, that might make it a little more moist. She goes, how about more chocolate? How about a little cocoa in there? How about a little bit of this? I'm like, okay, don't go crazy. I mean, I'll let her know if she goes crazy. But she's made a pretty, I think this recipe is pretty good. So I think, you know, a lot of times people like food one way or another way. It's kind of hard to make a lot of people happy, but I think this is really good. I think if you go with this recipe, a lot of people are going to like it. And you might want to customize it a little bit to make it meet whatever your needs are.
You can put espresso powder in there.
Yeah, what are your flavors? Do you want to put more vanilla in there? Do you want to put something else in there? Do whatever makes you happy with this stuff. But I think this is a really good recipe. I don't think you're going to be disappointed at all with it. So I think with that, my part's done.
Okay, Bill, you're the official brownie taster. So how are you guys doing? Can you do a zoom in of the brownies? You know, I can't with this camera that I have, but...
Let's go. So now we're back on that one now. There you go. That's good though.
Ooh. Some point I will be able to, because we're going to get another camera. Yeah. Huh. I'll put the recipe down in the description. It's also going to be on my new website, which is about 90% done. So all my recipes will be in there. I have a recipe database and all kinds of fun stuff. I didn't add any calories. Nope, that was calorie free. Blondies, we could do blondies next. We could do that on a live. I have to learn how to make them, but I will, and I will tweak them and make them mine, and so you'll get a really good recipe.
Okay, you got a request there. Say hi back.
Hey, Sharon.
What about RCCOH7?
RCCOH777. Hey, this is only our second time live, and first time was yesterday. So this is very new to us. We will get better at it. Yeah, we'll get better at it. If you watch some of my first videos, you'll see how far we've gone. But yeah, we'll get better at it. I love you too. If I can send it to you by email, I'll send you some. See if it'll go through the wires, right? Hey, Lana, how are you doing? Hey, Iskander, you amaze me. I love your little graphics. Keep them coming. I think they're really fun. What camera are we considering to replace the B? Not sure yet. I don't know if anybody, is into video or anything, but when we first started, we started with 2 kind of simple Panasonic cameras, And we eventually moved on to a camera that we spent like several $1,000s on. That's the one you see, the A-roll. This is actually one of them. I had 2 of these. I originally bought them. I think I paid $400 a piece for these. Mm-hmm. And this is what we started our YouTube channel with. This was back before like the cell phones were big. And so we bought more of like a prosumer kind of camera. Cost us several $1,000s. That's what you see out front. So these 2 cameras move to our B-roll. So that's sort of what you see on the side. And these are going to need to be replaced. Right now I'm using a webcam for the B-roll.
So this is about $70. It doesn't zoom or anything, which is the one
It doesn't zoom. That's the problem.
It wants to do wide angle shots. So unless you want to see the oven and the TV in the other room, we have to be really careful where we put this thing.
Yeah, and part of the things is with the webcam, your computer automatically captures it. These kind of things, you have to buy a capture card for your computer that are several $100s. So it's not like as easy to hook these up. We have that for our main camera, but we're definitely going to be investing in better cameras for the B-roll. I mean, our main camera costs us several $1,000s, and I know it's time to upgrade the B-roll, but you know, our poor little original cameras are going to be going bye-bye right soon.
Phones also work, but you have to do them vertical, not horizontal.
Yeah, phones are different. If you came to visit us, you'll see. One day I'll do like what's my setup for YouTube, but I have tons of lights all the way around the whole kitchen. It's kind of interesting when you see sort of the back end of it. But it's definitely been a learning experience. How many stand mixers do I have as of today?
35 to 40?
I have no idea.
Don't know.
I don't know. Besides these 6, I think I have about 30. Yeah. How long have I been doing videos? We've been doing videos a couple years. M&M's and milk right now. Awesome. So you guys, thanks for joining me. I give the Cheftronics for the brownie. It did a great job. I'm blown away. I'm actually still trying to recover from yesterday with the massive unboxing thing. When I got up this morning, Eric was like, "Why are you just staring at the wall?" And I'm like, I don't know. I guess I'm trying to recover from all the frenzy.
As you can imagine, there's a certain amount of safetiness when you film this offline. You can edit stuff. Like right now, you know, we're baking in the background, so to make things fast, we did the swap out. Well, in real life, we wouldn't do that, right? We would wait, cut out all this time, and then boom, 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 it's a 5, 10, 20-minute video unless we ramble. But Amy was so gung-ho about this live and talking with everybody, you had this emotional rush. And then when it was over, you get a little depression because you don't want it to end. But on the other end, we had to hump a lot of equipment around. And you're sore, and then you're wondering, oh, is this going to work? Because yesterday, like she joked, I didn't know how some of this stuff was even going to work until literally a half hour. And for some of those people, you saw...
Bye!
Sorry.
He's going on and on and on. I don't want to bore you guys with that. So, Cheftronic, links are down in the description. I really appreciate you guys joining me. This was so much fun. If you want to see some more live events, let me know. Join my Facebook group if you're not already in there and say, yay, more live, right? Or in the comments, can we watch again? You can watch again. It's auto. Once we close out the live stream, YouTube processes it and it's automatically uploaded to YouTube. Sometimes you got to give it a little bit. Last night, I think it took an hour or two before the video was up and fully high def and all that. It takes YouTube a little time to process it. That video was a little longer. So, Sunday Fun Day. Yay! Sunday Fun Day, right? Can we get a little music, Eric?
A challenge.
See, I'm think my technical director still needs a little bit of training. So cheers, everyone. Happy Sunday. Cheftronic, thank you very much for sending all these mixers. You will be seeing these in the future. We had a lot of fun with it. For 99 bucks, I mean, hey, you can do some basic cakes, cookies, all kinds of fun stuff from some basic bread dough. You're not going to get the performance like, you know, the whole 14 loaf thing that I did in the Bosch. But if you want something to have a little bit of fun with, you've never had a stand mixer before, or you make bread and something else, maybe you have a Bosch, maybe you have a bread machine, might be a good addition. I think it was really fun, and it did a good job. So thanks for joining me. We will have some uploads this week, and looking forward to doing some cooking. We don't have a cooking video coming up this week, but we have some fun things coming up for the holidays, so that will be really fun. And enjoy your day. Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate all your support and all the fun. Super Chat is down if you want to make a donation. Thank you very much, Kiki. And I really appreciate you guys coming along. Some of you are in the middle of the night. And with all our shenanigans, right? So happy Sunday. Have a great day. I'll see you guys on Facebook. We can continue this conversation on Facebook. And we'll go live again. I'll schedule another one, maybe in a couple of weeks, maybe 2 weeks. I don't know. Could we do a live twice a month? Every other Saturday? I don't know if Saturday works for you guys. If Saturday works, let me know.
Saturday's preferential for international viewers.
International, because you guys are probably into Monday now, so probably Saturday. But we'll see about that. We'll see about maybe we can make it a regular thing. Thanks for joining me again. Thanks you, Cheftronics. And bye. Have a great day.
Oh, shoot.
Technical director.